Yo, what's up guys, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. The gains have not only been in crypto, I just smashed my personal record in the gym, so feeling pretty hyped about that. Guys, wow, okay, I mean, it's been good. We had a very nice run, but I stressed not to let the euphoria get to your mind. I couldn't do it yesterday. I sounded very excited, and you know what, it still looks very bullish, but you've seen the thumbnail of this video. I circled this Ichimoku cloud resistance, and I put a massive yellow arrow on it as well. I'm going to check out these comments here as well. Having some nice discussions here I've seen. Absolutely amazing. Everyone tuning in early, shout out to every single one of you. Look, actually, let's go through the bullish stuff first. You already know what I'm going to say about the Ichi cloud anyway, but... Oh, I'm on the Coinbase chart. Okay. Alright, let's go for the 4-hour here. So, you know, just to start off, let's recap what we've seen. You know, I don't have to pull up this inverse head and shoulders thing anymore, which is great. Let me just close Telegram real quick. My laptop is lagging now for the first time in forever, which is really annoying. But, you know, we had this Ichi cloud acting as a launch pad. We've broken the neckline for the inverse head and shoulders. We've broken the EMA resistance on the 1 day. Let's pull that up. We've broken a lot of resistance, and this happens when you pump really hard. So this is to be expected. One could argue it's not natural. Personally, I think these moves we had were very natural. We're getting a lot more crossovers now. We're starting to get the EMA 21 cross above the EMA 30 as well, so we're getting more longer time frames being crossed by shorter time frames. That is absolutely great, guys. Yes, smash the likes. Thank you very much, Dennis Frost. Always great to see you guys here on the stream. But, you know, I'm just not going to sugarcoat it anymore. Let's go over to the Ichi cloud. And this is important, alright, because like I said in the last stream, since this Ichi cloud formed, which started where, in March, the Ichi resistance, my bad, Bitcoin has been rejected by it every time. This is on the daily. And Ichi clouds on the daily have, for me, proven to be a very valuable indicator, which is a slightly problematic in our case, because if that trend does continue, we will get rejected here. We've been rejected 1 day, and we've now been rejected for a second day. The UTC close. I don't know if you can see this on my stream, if it's cut off or not, but it closes in 4 hours. Yeah, exactly 4 hours. And so, really, there isn't much time for us to start trading within this range. Now, previously, we did see something similar when we topped out at 10K. We did see multiple rejections of this Ichi cloud, you know, not even going in it, but just being rejected before we even enter it. And then, eventually, we did actually end up trading within the cloud. And you guys know what happened. We did get rejected. We formed the double top. So last stream I said I'm going to be looking for, you know, patterns where things replicate and we get a similar double top pattern. And it looks like it may happen this time as well. And guys, one thing to bear in mind is as we go up, especially since we've been in the $6,000 range for a whole month, more than that, this move up to 7,500, that's our peak, felt really good. Because relative to where we were before, this was a huge move up. But let's put it in the big picture of things. We're still very low. You know, we've got a long way up to my main line that I mentioned yesterday, 11,600. And so we are seeing some potentially early signs of, you know, telling us to close positions and maybe even start going short. Now, of course, if that is the case, I will be giving those signals in VIP and gold. The link for gold is in the description. But as it stands right now, the Ichi cloud is our only resistance that we have in this area. We can also throw on the VPVR indicator, and of course you guys know I love this one. It's a very valuable indicator and classic. I mean, we've been rejected by where this volume really picks up. This was absolutely expected. I thought we would be able to breeze past 7,500. Let me be honest with you. I mean, I thought we would see at least 7,600 before we get rejected. But today, yeah, I mean, we topped out nearly at 76, so... Put my phone on mute here, I always forget to do this. So in this case, you know, we are starting to get rejected by the increased volume. The 4-hour VPVR, I think, is a little bit more accurate. Let's wait for this to load. My laptop is really laggy right now. This is infuriating. But yeah, I mean, right where this volume does pick up, we're starting to get rejected. No, but this isn't, you know, this isn't a bearish stream. Yesterday I was bullish. Today I still acknowledge these bullish factors. And what we've had is, I mean, volume has been great. You know, I said there's good and then there's great, and we hit the great territory today. We went up to 21 billion and we're now down to 19.4. That is okay. On a day like this, where we fight the trend, you know, our trend is now up. It's very clear. Since we bottomed out when SIBO started, which I did call, we have started some form of an uptrend. You know, it could still be a fake out, it could still be a bull trap, but we're in an uptrend. And so when you see things like this, especially because this is natural movement, we're not seeing, you know, complete sideways action, absolutely disgusting price movement like we had before. This was all bots. This is where humans weren't in the market because they were scared. We're not seeing that this time. We're actually seeing natural, you know, a natural rising wedge. This is great. So if you've seen my basic candle patterns video, what I said was that we're going to have continuation trends, and so the trend is up. We're consolidating a little bit, and then conventional charting would tell you to long as low as you can. Signals for that have been given in VIP, and to catch a rise up. Now, you guys know my trading style. I'm very conservative. The only time I make a trade is when I feel absolutely sure about it, and all of those trades give very good returns, so I can afford to sit on the sidelines for certain price movements just because it's not worth it. I hate having a loss, so it's very rare that it happens. And so this VPVR is useless right now because I'm zoomed in, but this pattern, normal, you know, from a normal stance, is great because it's a healthy correction. You know, like I said, what is concerning me though is this one day with the Ichi cloud, because we've now been rejected a second time, and we could very easily form a pattern like this. And guys, the trend has been, we're in a downtrend, we rally up a bit, we form a double top, we go down, form a double top, go down, and maybe we're forming another double top. Now, these double tops are happening in a shorter space of time. They're happening at lower price levels, and they are far less volatile every time. And we consider how long it took to form this one, very short. You know, it's just constant rally up. The second one a bit more difficult. This time, I don't know. It's actually been very fast. So we are you know, not respecting that trend as well. Like I said, 4 hours left on this candle. It's very possible that we see a red candle here. Now, this is also a good thing. You know, we look at something like the 4 hour, and the RSI is quite high. It's still, even though it's corrected, it's still very high. Now, like I've been saying, the RSI is not a good indicator for these price movements because I forgot my train of thought now. Yeah, because Bitcoin hasn't been respecting the RSI lately, just because, you know, when it hits below 30, typically Bitcoin would bounce right back up very quickly, but it hasn't happened. And so you have to be able to quickly adapt, and yeah, I'm seeing that slight panic incoming in the VIP chat. We have to be able to adapt and choose new indicators, new things that give us information on price movements. And so, like I said, lately it has been basic candle patterns. It has been EMAs. I mean, you look at how perfect this is, how we hit the EMA 13 on the 4 hour and then we bounced up. Now, one thing I would like to see, which we're seeing right now, is I would like to see us hitting support on the 1 hour EMA ribbon. We are in this area right now. We're still in a consolidation pattern within an uptrend, and so if we bounce anywhere within this rising, this EMA ribbon, which means we can go as low as $7,100, that is a good sign. I would like to see a correction. We are correcting a little bit now. I don't know how long this is going to last for. I hate when we have big price movements on stream because I don't know what to say. But if we do find a bottom within this ribbon, we've got a very bullish case because every time lately when the price has hit this ribbon, it bounces off, and when it was resistant, it bounces down. And so the EMA 1 hour ribbon has been pretty good. Now 4 hours is of course better, but if that is the case, we're looking at levels like 6,800, and so I have given relevant stop loss numbers to make sure that we don't hit a loss within our trades, and you know, we do secure these profits. That was all mentioned in the VIP chat, channel. But with that, that's pretty much all of my analysis done. You know, I just want to go through another one of these amazing messages I got today. The support, oh my god, it's been so good. Just thank you so much for all these kind comments I've been getting. People making life-changing money, right? Over one trade. It was nearly life-changing for me as well. I mean, the profits were huge. So glad I joined VIP. What did I do? First target, made back the fee. So this guy joined 4 days ago, and he was able to make back the fee with that trade we did yesterday. So this is great. I mean, the faster people can make profits, and we're getting some panic. The faster people can make profits and pay off that cost, obviously, the faster they do, you know, see the worth of VIP. I'm going to go through your questions now. Is this a falling wedge? Yes, it is. You sold at 7.4k. Good call. So 7k a decent pullback as long as we stay above that. Hammy, as long as we stay above 6,800, I'm happy. Because, like I said, that is a possible... Okay, guys, don't panic. I'm seeing a lot of this now. Don't panic. Don't panic doesn't work. I know. Why would I even say that? But no, old resistance turning support is actually one of the best case scenarios we can get in a situation like this. And the reason is we're going to test this support, and if we do, that's going to give confirmation to the bears that they can't drive the price lower. And so they may get exhausted, they may take a break from this market. On the other hand, that's also going to tell bulls that they're going to get much better prices, and so the bounce from 6,800 will be very quick. Look, I don't want to see it go down to 6,800. My profits right now, even after taking profits out of my BitMEX trade, I'm still up 150% today. Well, not anymore, because it's just dipped by about $150 or whatever. But, you know, going down that low, I'd nearly be breaking even. And so, not a good thing in terms of profits, but it's a bit of temporary pain. And you consider, you know, we've just broken 68. If we can find support on this line, that is amazing. I mean, that is confirmation to me, because that means we're not, you know, instantly dumping back down. This rejection that we've had of the Ichi cloud isn't going to stick. It would correct the RSI, as much as that isn't important in my opinion. It would reaffirm a lot of very positive things in the market. So if anything, we'll just short it on the way down. Those signals will be given, and like I said, my sentiment has changed somewhat. It just lines up perfectly that it happens within the stream that we start to go down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been going through your questions. I just got off. I went off track in this rant. Guys, this is what I mean. I mean, we're going to 3.5k. I don't even want to comment on that. I mean, we went from 6,200 to 7,500 in the space of like 3 days. We're correcting, and now suddenly we're getting targets of 3,000s. I mean, what? I don't get it. This is emotional rubber banding. People who think like this have scared money, and scared money never... But I don't mean to offend you, Polo. I know this is probably a rude thing to call you out like that, but you're serving a greater good. I think this example will help other people. You know, this is not something to worry about. I mean, we only went down by about $200. Yesterday, we were at the same level, even though we did hit the 7,500s, you know, yesterday, probably like 24 hours ago. So, Benjamin, Four Fly Steak remains calm. Of course, you have to. You have to. I mean, scared money never wins. Why do you think Bitcoin dominance is rising fast? Is it? Oh, wow, it is. Well, well, you know, Bitcoin is better than the rest of the market. I'm actually surprised, you know, I expected a lot more green. Alts look to be breaking even on the whole. Got 43% on the OG Bitcoin, obviously way more important than bcash and the rest. It doesn't even have the right circulating supply. Yeah, 153 million. It's meant to be like 17 million. I can use your wife. You just got into trading. Do you have any tips for a beginner? Thomas, that is Pandora's box you're opening, mate. Start reading some books on TA. I think would be the smash the double like. Yeah, books on TA would be the thing. I was answering a question, I just got sidetracked. Oh yeah, Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, really what generally happens is when Bitcoin is rallying, this is what happened in 2017. It hasn't happened in 2018, but if it's happening now, I'm extremely happy. You're going to know in a second why that is. But when money does flow into Bitcoin, what happened in 2017 is it would stay in Bitcoin and Bitcoin would rise, and then Bitcoin would hit some sort of a plateau. It would form a rising, falling wedge. It would have some sort of consolidation pattern, go down a little bit, and during that time, the money from Bitcoin would be spread out into alts. So what happens is you can benefit from the USD gain against for Bitcoin against the dollar when Bitcoin goes up, and then when Bitcoin looks like it's about to dip a little bit, you can diversify it into alts because alts would have been smashed at that time. Alts would be holding their USD value, but they would not be going up against Bitcoin, and so the Bitcoin price does go down. So you profit from the USD gain. You get cheap alts because the Bitcoin price has stayed low, and then once the money flows back into the alt market, you profit from the alts again, and the alts profits obviously are much higher than Bitcoin because they're more volatile. So that was the strategy before. Now obviously we can make like a 2x gain on a $500 move for Bitcoin, and so my strategy has changed somewhat, but hope that does answer your question. Manish, why are you like spamming with those things? I'm putting you on a timeout. It's like weird. Four Flyers, did you take a look at Tether? Sether? Is that what you meant, Sether? I'm not looking at alts, mate. So many alt questions. I'm not looking at alts, you know. I'm not a fundamental analyst. Can't do it. Won't do it. Possible Head and Shoulders coming up. Morton, let me check that out. I don't see a Head and Shoulders. Unless you're talking about... Look, we're already retracing. What was all this panic for? We're already retracing. No, I don't think we're getting a head. I think what you could be talking about is this larger inverse Head and Shoulders that people have now been talking about. Someone mentioned it to me in PMs. I hope this doesn't happen, because like I said, I don't like inverse Head and Shoulders, but hope doesn't really get you anywhere. No, I don't think we're going to be forming another rising wedge. Sorry, inverse Head and Shoulders on a larger time frame, even though that wasn't your question. Yeah, 500 plus viewers, guys. Smash those likes real quick. If you've made profits, if you've learned something at any point, smash those likes. You know what? Someone messaged me, I think it was today, and he said I've taught someone to fish, in that, you know, instead of them using my signals, they can undo it themselves. And that is the best piece of feedback I think I've ever received. And that just made my day. I mean, teaching someone else to fish, that wasn't even one of my goals until this guy said it to me, and I realized, wow, you know, that's what's more important. That's, you know, that's it. That's the goal. But there was something else I wanted to mention. I've now forgotten. I will go through your questions and maybe it will come back to me. What's the accuracy of the call trades in VIP? Good question, Angelo. We had one failed trade last month in BitMEX. That's the only failed trade we've had in BitMEX. It was where I told you to go short from 5,800. But I did give the warning not to enter that trade because you want to wait for 1% or 3% as confirmation. You go down a further 1% or down a further 3%, and that's confirmation that we're going down. But we didn't, yet I still gave this short signal. So that's the only failed signal we've had for BitMEX. I saw a question about how to get in. I've actually put it in the description now because I get the same question all the time. But if you join the Telegram channel, you can find my name at the bottom of gold posts and then click on that and message me. Why don't I like inverse Head and Shoulders? Good question, Sahil. It's because you can see them everywhere and they rarely play out. You know, let me see if I can find another example. This was it, you know. Okay, let's take this off. So this is more clear. Still lagging. I don't know what's going on. Is it like something I've got open? Might be a uTorrent. But, you know, this is an investment. Actually, replay this. So, you know, when it was happening, I guarantee you there were people giving these signals. I just ignore them because I don't like Head and Shoulder. You'll see why now, innit? You know, we paint this inverse Head and Shoulder. Okay, this isn't perfect, but people would call this as being an inverse Head and Shoulders and then get super bullish, and of course we know how that played out. It just didn't happen. So you can spot Head and Shoulders patterns everywhere, and that's why it's not a reliable indicator. What's my short-term prediction? I don't have one at the moment, mate. I don't have one. I would just like to see what happens you know, how this move. I mean, we're already up to 7,300. This panic, you know, you guys just stress yourself out for no reason. Don't do it to yourself. It's not worth. I've been there, right? I mean, like I said it in my journey, like how I learned to trade crypto video. I've made all of these mistakes. God, I lost so much on BitMEX before I started sticking to non-negotiable rules. You know, hold up. The Timmy J just filled an order. That's amazing. You just bought the dip. I mean, people were panicking and you bought their dip. You feel proud about yourself. That's amazing. You know, that's what you're meant to do. Thinking of the shampoo. I have no idea what that means. Use Deluge. You know, I don't torrent stuff, but I think that has fixed my lag issues, so. Loving the thrill. Yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, though, I mean, like I said, I've gone through my analysis. I want to see how this plays out. You know, right now, what we could be seeing very easily is a period of sideways trading, potentially in a bull flag like this, maybe some other sort of bullish pennant. We would bounce back up and test the highs again for a little bit. I do think we're going to end up testing higher highs within this week, if not definitely by next week. Or, you know, we've turned out to, you know, to have been rejected by the Ichi cloud, and that's going to be pretty upsetting for the bulls, to say the least. I would be upset myself. I mean, I know I can short it, but I do prefer when Bitcoin is going up. But what did I struggle the most as a beginner? Very good question, Mastermind. I was extremely desperate. So, I saw people getting like 50% gains on BitMEX, on alts or whatever, and I would buy the greens because I thought, oh, well, I can catch it running up a little bit more. Or, you know, with BitMEX, I would go 100x leverage like a complete idiot and lose everything. I was a very desperate trader. You know, if you exhibit any you know, characteristics of being desperate, I did them all as well, and probably more. Aren't we actually looking for it to dip and consolidate? Yes, we are, Morton. We absolutely are. So, bear trap. Yeah, I think it's too early, too short of a time frame to call it a bear trap. But yeah, we are looking for it to dip and consolidate. So this is good price movement. You know, I didn't expect such a fast pump from 68 to 7,050. And above, so I missed a big chunk of profit. That was a big lesson. Remember, setting orders is free. Absolutely, you don't pay a fee on BitMEX when you set orders, so why not? No, this rise was much faster than I expected. If you guys watched my stream yesterday, I did have an Elliott wave formation, which played out until the end of August. But we've already nearly hit those levels, and it was just like 2 days after I put the Elliott wave in. So we moved up very quickly. A harsh correction, even to 6,800, is on the cards. And like I said, it would be extremely bullish if 6,800 holds. And, you know, we consider the volume 19 billion now. You know, I don't know if I got to say this, but it's okay that it's gone down from 21 billion because we're in a consolidation pattern, and so you would expect less volume. So the fact that our volume has held is a very good sign, actually. It's a very good sign. Hello from Wales. Amazing. Love Welsh people. You guys sound amazing. Your accents. I don't like how your town names are like purposely made to be annoying though. Dip to where? Well, I just kind of gave those targets. Four Flies, the combination of you and Alessio is amazing. I learn so much every single day watching your TAs. That's amazing. Thank you as well, Sofiane. Yeah, I love Alessio myself. I learned so much from him. And yeah, no, I mean, it's great having multiple analysts to gather sentiment from. I think he's much more bullish than I am at the moment. You know, I can't, I'm not very good at predicting things further than like a week in advance. So, but Alessio is. Hello from Bucharest, amazing. I want to go there. There's some business over there. Pro Play, there's your shout out. I don't know what you do, like Fortnite or something. Hi from Germany. Love Germany. Everything I've got from Germany, including the car, is amazing. Hello from Rex City. Cheers from Munich. Yep. But yeah, I mean, I've gone through. Why is ETH not moving? Good question. I don't know, man. I don't know. ETH is one of the things I wanted to long today, but I don't know. It's weird. ETH will probably run harder than Bitcoin though. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm Alessio Four Flies and Kirby's. Yeah, this is the dream team. We should all like make a collab or something. I don't know. LA, amazing. Vienna, cool. Okay, pro play, you've had your shout out. You're still asking for it. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? All right, guys. Yeah, with that, I've gone through everything I wanted to. You know, again, it's been a pleasure. All the amazing comments fuel me on. You know, occasionally YouTubers will get some hate. I haven't seen it lately, but they will get some hate. And for some reason, even though the haters, you know, they don't know what they're talking about, we already know this, it still gets to us. I don't know why. Maybe it's just, you know, being human, like I said. But I hate it. Like, so many supportive messages, and then you fixate on the one bad thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. But it's amazing, you know. All these messages I've had. Guys, if you are interested in VIP, you know, check out the link and message me, and we can talk about getting in. It's been pretty killer. You know, like I said, I'm up 150% after taking. I've closed more than half of my position now, so I'm still up 150%. My peak was about 240%. Pretty cool. Can I teach you BitMEX trading? Manish, I made a video on that. Type in 4Flies BitMEX in the search bar, and you will be able to find that video. There are a couple more tutorials for exclusive to VIP members as well. Okay, the new era, you just can't say that. You just can't say that. Can I draw Fibonacci retracement? Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Like I said, I need to use this tool more often. Yeah, I mean, the 6.618, well, we won't drop that far, but 0.5 lines up very nicely with our 6,800 lines, so we could definitely see a drop down there. Don't encourage the trolls. Yeah, true. I probably should have mentioned them. They must know how irrelevant they are. They must. Misha, the difference between 25x and 100x is your liquidation price is much closer. Your liquidation price with 25x leverage is 4% away, but with 100x leverage, it is 1% away. So you're gambling. Pure and simple, you're gambling. No other way around it. My voice soothes you to sleep. That's amazing. With that, I'm going to end this, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do smash those likes, subscribe, tick the bell if you're new around here, join the Telegram group. My voice soothes people to sleep. That's me done. I used to want to be a radio presenter, so I'm happy. Guys, I'm out. Peace.